October. It is 60 degrees. And I'm on my way to the Blue Ridge Parkway. Gonna pick up Dave, gonna get me some coffee, and all that good stuff. So I don't know what that is, but it's going in the back. I'm getting as bad as Tim about throwing stuff in the back. Keys, other stuff like that. I'll put them right there. Got something back there rattling. We'll have to find out what that is. I can't stand anything rattling. It's probably something in the hatchback or trunk or whatever you want to call it. And you're probably going to hear a little bit of wind noise because I got the sunroof. I don't have the sunroof open, but I've got the window thing, you know, where I can see up. Because I thought they'd give me some lighting because it's not quite completely daylight yet. No, it's not. I want to get up here before the traffic gets bad, and get back before it gets bad. But there's some shortcuts I can take if I need to. Traffic was horrible yesterday, people going up there. Plus we had the race here in town. So it was just, you know. Now I've noticed that, you know, every mile you go almost, or let's say every 5 miles, the leaves get more colorful. Down at the racetrack, which is not that far. I mean, it's, you know, 7 miles from my house, I think. Not that far by the way the crow flies, but I mean by the highway. You could barely see them changing down there on top of the little brushies. The little brushy mountains. That's what they're called, the little brushies. But when you come up this way, you see more color. And I imagine when we get up on top of the mountain, you're going to see a lot more color. Now, some people may say they're past peak. I always like them about a week past what was supposedly peak. To me, they just look better. I don't know. So we'll see what it looks like when we get up here. So we had a great time at the race last night. It was a good race. You know, I will say that the first race, the pro late models, they wrecked a lot. And I know they were all running for a championship, so, but of course I could have told you who'd win, but I mean he had to work for it, and that's Keelan Harvick. He had to work for the win, but he did win. He's 13 years old. It's Kevin Harvick's son, in case you don't know. And Kevin Harvick was a big race car driver at one time. He was the one that took, when Dale Earnhardt Sr. got killed, he's the one that took over the number 3 car. And I know I'm talking with my hands this morning. And then the big race, or I always call them the big boys, but the only thing that's really different than the pro late models is there's more horsepower. Don't ask me how much more horsepower. I just don't know for sure. I need to learn all that technicality of the Cars Tour, because I really should go watch them more often, because they run, you know, more locally throughout the year. The second race was the modified race, which is modifieds runs at Bowman Gray in Winston-Salem, and you know, up in the north, and they have a lot more horsepower. So I couldn't tell you right now who won, because I don't see them enough. And y'all know how that is. All right, I'm here at 7 Brews, and I'm going to get me some coffee, and I'll be back. Okay, that should tell you something there. They are out of coffee and espresso at 7 Brews. That shows you how busy they've been this weekend. Now, they could have made me a smoothie or something, but I don't drink smoothies. I just want coffee. So I got 2 more options. Well, I actually got 3 more options. I could go to Talia's or to Starbucks or Sheetz. And the last time I went to Sheetz up here, of course that was a long time ago, I asked for a hot coffee. I asked for a hot latte. I got a cold latte. It wasn't iced, it was cold. They forgot to turn the steamer on or whatever. And I'm like, and you know, if I hadn't been in such a hurry, and it wasn't that I wasn't that big a hurry, but I felt so bad for the little kid. So anyway, let's see. Let's go to Talia's. Well, we're going to go on up and go in the other way. I've been to Starbucks too much here lately because it's easier for me. Nobody else has you can't order online. Only Starbucks, you know, you can order online. I guess I could call up here to Talia's, but nobody has. Starbucks is the only one that has an app to order, and even Seven Brews, they don't have an app to order. So that's why I do Starbucks, because that way Dave can just pick it up. All right, I'll be back again. Okay, I get here, and they got to start their computers. Okay, as far as makeup today, I just got on the LWYA or whatever it is foundation stick and a little bit of powder on my nose. No eye makeup. My eyes need a break, so no eye makeup. Lips. I have on this lip lingerie from NYX. This is supposed to be a lip liner stain. It's different. See the point? Like a ballpoint pen. And I don't know how I feel about it, because it's already, if you don't keep it standing straight up, it doesn't apply right. And then I've got on Buxom lip oil on top. And that's about it. This shade is, I don't know, Sand Nudes. Sand, Nudes. So I've been watching some.
All right, there you go.
Thank you.
Have a good morning. Thank you.
All right, you too. So I've been watching some videos on growing, and you know, I've learned some stuff that, you know, the algorithm is constantly changing, and I know probably a lot of y'all don't care. But in case some other creators are watching me, the algorithm changes. And the one thing that you need to remember when you're using hashtags, you know, like if I'm using, you know, that man down there in Florida, of course he's in Georgia right now, is that's probably the only place my video is going to be shown, going to be recommended to, is that audience. If I hashtag mature beauty or you know, something like that, then that's going to only be recommended to that hashtag, whatever. Retirement is going to just be, you know, shown, recommended to people in that, what they have put in this algorithm of people that watch those type videos. So the people that watch, let's just say they, you know, they watch true crime, but they occasionally watch retirement, chances are that they're still not going to see my video because it's not being recommended to them because they don't watch enough retirement videos. So I'm probably going to stop with the ST hashtag. You know, I figure that the people that want to see those videos are going to see them anyway. And, you know, they're going to know. They're going to know that it's out there. The videos are dropping quite a bit for him anyway, so I said when I stopped getting a lot of, as many views, I would, quit. And then, he's not getting the views, and I know that somebody's going to argue with me about that, but he's not getting the same amount of views he got a year ago. He used to struggle. He is now struggling to get 1K views on a car wash video. He used to get, within an hour, he would get over 1K. And that used to tick me off so bad because I'm thinking, why do people want to watch him go to that car wash? And I realize now that all that stuff gets old. So I think it's getting old that I'm talking about it. And I still am, because I'm talking about it right now. So, anyway, we're going to be moving on from that. Like I said, I still talk about him occasionally, but it's not going to be the main thing on this channel. I may talk about Yankee in the South. I may talk about Scott, static camper van Scott. Like Friday, I talked a lot about carnivore. I haven't looked at my time, how long people watched yet. I usually wait about a couple weeks before I look at that. Because, you can have somebody watching your video for a minute. You're still getting credit for the view, but you're not going to make any money. And I'm not here just to make money. I've always said I'm here to build a community. So speaking of building a community, Carl mentioned in his video about having a meetup or something. He was saying New York. I've never been to New York. He'd have to give me plenty of time to save the money to go. But anyway, I don't know that we should plan a meetup, because yesterday I had this big long, we're talking huge long paragraph of somebody asking, why do people hate me so much? And I'm like, they don't nobody hate me if they really know me. I'm the most popular person in the world at work. You can ask anybody. Sometimes there's 10 people up at my desk. Don't tell me that people hate me. They don't hate me. Anyway, I gotta go, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.